Article 117. Espionage. The penalty of prison correctional shall be inflicted upon any person who, number 1, without authority therefore enters a warship, fort, or naval or military establishment or reservation to obtain any information, plans, photographs, or other data of a confidential nature relative to the defense of the Philippines archipelago. Or number 2, being in possession, by reason of the public office he holds, of the articles, data, or information referred to in the preceding paragraph discloses their contents to a representative of a foreign nation. Number 1. What is espionage? Espionage is the offense of gathering, transmitting, or losing information respecting the national defense with intent or reason to believe that the information is to be used to the injury or Republic of the Philippines or to the advantage of any foreign nations. Ito pala ay pagkuha, pagbigay o pagwala ng impormasyon patungkol sa depensa ng isang bansa. Ito ay may intensyon na sirain ang Pilipinas o gamitin ng ibang bansa. Number 2. What are the ways of committing espionage under Article 117? There are two ways of committing espionage under Article 117. Number 1, by entering without authority, therefore, a warship, fort, naval, or military establishment or reservation to obtain any information, plans, photograph, or other data of a confidential nature relative to the defense of the Philippines. Number 2, by disclosing to the representative of a foreign nation the contents of the articles, data, or information referred to in paragraph number 1 of Article 117, which he had in his possession by reason of public office he holds. Number 3. What are the elements of the first way of committing espionage? Elements of the first way of committing espionage. Number 1. The offender enters any of the places mentioned therein. Pumasok ang may sala sa mga lugar na ito, a warship, fort, naval, or military establishment or reservation. What he has no authority therefore. Wala siyang pahintulot na pumasok. Number 3, that his purpose is to obtain information, plans, photographs, or other data of a confidential nature relative to the defense of the Philippines. Ang kanyang sadya ay para kumuha ng impormasyon, mga plano, mga litrato o iba pang datos na itinalagang lihim patungkol sa depensa ng Pilipinas. Number 4. What are the elements of the second way of committing espionage? Elements of the second way of committing espionage. Number 1. That the offender is a public officer. Ang may sala ay isang nagtatrabaho sa gobyerno. That he has in his possession the articles, data, or information referred to in paragraph number 1 of Article 117 by reason of the public office he holds. Nasa kanyang pangangalaga bilang nagtatrabaho sa gobyerno ang impormasyon, mga plano, mga litrato o iba pang mga datos na tinalagang lihim patungkol sa depensa ng Pilipinas. Number 3. That he discloses their contents to a representative of a foreign nation. Ipinaalam niya ang nilalaman ng mga ito sa isang kinatawang dayuhan ng bansa. Number 5. To be liable under paragraph 1, what must be the offender have? To be liable under paragraph 1, the offender must have the intention to obtain information relative to the defense of the Philippines. Para managot sa paragraph 1, ang may sala ay dapat may layunin na makuha ang impormasyon patungkol sa depensa ng Pilipinas. If the accused has no such intention, even if he takes possession of plans or photographs referred to in paragraph number 1 of Article 117, he is not liable under that provision. Kung ang akusado ay walang ganoong layunin, kahit kinuha niya ang mga plano o mga litrato, hindi siya mananagot sa provision na ito. It is necessary that the information, etc. is obtained Under the first way of committing espionage, it is not necessary that the offender should have obtained any information, plans, etc. mentioned in paragraph number 1 of Article 117. It is sufficient that he has the purpose to obtain any of them when he entered a warship, fort, or naval or military establishment. Sa ilalim ng unang paraan para sa espionage, hindi kailangan na ang may sala ay kumuha ng impormasyon, mga plano, etc. Sapat na ang kanyang layunin na makuha ang alinman sa mga ito noong pumasok siya sa warship, fort, or naval or military establishment. Number 7. Who are the person liable in two ways of committing espionage? Under paragraph number 1 of Article 117, the offender is any person, whether a citizen or a foreigner, a private individual, or a public officer. Sa ilalim ng paragraph na ito ng Article 117, ang may sala ay kahit sino mang tao. Mas mataas ang kaparusahan kung ang may sala ay isang nagtatrabaho sa gobyerno. Ang parusa ay isang hakbang pataas. Under paragraph number 2, the offender must be a public officer who has in his possession the article, data, or information by reason of the public office he holds. Sa ilalim ng paragraph number 2, ang may sala ay kailangang nagtatrabaho sa gobyerno na ang kanyang trabaho ay pangangalaga ng article, data, or information. Number 8. Are there other acts of espionage are punished by the law? Yes, other acts of espionage are punished by Commonwealth Act number 616, Article 118, inciting to war or giving motives for reprisals. The penalty of reclusion temporal shall be imposed upon any public officer or employee and that of prison mayor upon any private individual who by unlawful or unauthorized act provokes or gives occasion of a war involving or liable to involve the Philippine Islands or exposes Filipino citizen to reprisals on their persons or property. Number 9. What are the elements of inciting to war or giving motives for reprisals? Elements. Number 1. That the offender performs unlawful or unauthorized acts. Ang may sala ay gumawa ng paglabag sa batas o walang pahintulot na mga gawa. Number 2. That such acts provoke or give occasions for involving or liable to involve the Philippines or expose Filipino citizens to reprisal or their persons or property. Ang mga ginawa ay manggalit o magbigay okasyon para magkaroon ng giyera ang ibang bansa at ang Pilipinas o maglagay sa kapahamakan ng mga Pinoy sa paghihiganti laban sa kanilang pagkatao o pag-aari. Number 10. What are the examples of inciting to war or giving motives for reprisals? The raising without sufficient authorization of troops within the Philippines for the service of a foreign nation against another nation. Ang pagtatalaga na walang sapat na pahintulot ng mga tropa sa loob ng Pilipinas para gamitin ng dayuhang bansa laban sa isa pang bansa. The public destruction of the flag or seal of the foreign state or the public manifestations of hostility to the head of ambassador of another state. Ang pagpublikong pagpapakita ng pagsira ng watawat o silyo ng isang dayuhang bansa o ang pampublikong pagpapahiwatig ng paghahamon sa ulo o ambasador ng isang bansa ng ibang bansa.